Just a second.
Right in the middle of it. No, no, it's fine.
Okay. There we go. Are we ready? We are currently recording. All right, welcome everybody. It is February 9th, 2026. Start for the commissioner meeting. If everybody stand for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, why don't you hop to the side so we can, since you won't be on right away. Please and thank you. And let's do roll call. Zorn,
Here.
Avriel,
Here.
Lauren,
Here.
and Stephanie is here.
Scott's on the Zoom.
And Scott is here by Zoom.
Zoom. Yep, I'm here.
Yes. Now, last week I wasn't here by Zoom. I was in an airplane. Otherwise, I totally would have logged in with everybody. So thank you guys thank you, Scott, for running the meeting.
No problem.
Keep.
People probably would have been confused on the plane if you had done that.
Oh, right. Can we take a look at the agenda?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion by Josh. Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Rod. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, opposed, same sign. Motion carried. All right, do we have anybody here for the floor open to public comment? Okay, we'll move on. Can I have you guys review and motion to approve the January 26th meeting minutes?
We'll make that motion.
Motion by Josh to approve the meeting minutes. Can I get a second?
I'll second that. Okay.
Second by Scott.
You got 2 seconds.
They had 2 seconds. Scott and Rod. Second by Scott. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Barring none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. All right, let's review the bills, please.
You got anything to add?
Hmm?
You got anything to add? about
Any-
the bills?
Nope. Any questions on the bills?
They're coming.
All right, can I look for a motion to approve the bills?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Rod. Need a second?
I'll second.
Second by Josh. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? We'll do a roll call vote. Rod,
Aye.
Josh, Lauren,
Aye.
Tramby,
Aye.
Edlin votes aye. Motion carried. Next topic. Oh, monthly office reports. Let's take a couple minutes to review the monthly office reports. Let me know if there's any questions on them. Yep. Okay, no questions on the office reports? Okay, we'll move on to Kelly. We got a grant update from
Yes.
Recorder Palm.
So we were approved for the amount that
we initially budgeted for was $6,500. So the 75% match of that was the 5520. Oh, sorry. Was,
2013.
yeah. Where's our grants? Yes, 521325. So initially we had budgeted $6,500 for the chairs. The chairs came in at 5520. And then the add-on was the yonder pouches. We added that one on. So initially we hadn't budgeted for that. So we are over $451. I talked to Sam and she said that there are funds in the general courthouse or the reserve that could cover that 451 overage.
Excellent.
So yeah, the yonder pouches have arrived and the chairs will be coming, I think this week or next week. So yeah, and both of those bills were submitted into the packets. So
So do we have to make a motion to transfer that $400 over?
We could do that.
Just so it's more, a little bit more legit.
yeah,
Where do you guys want to take it? Just from general fund or do you guys want to take it from emergency?
Let's do it from the general courthouse because it's already budgeted there.
All right.
That would be my suggestion.
All right. I'll make that motion then.
Josh makes a motion to transfer funds from the general courthouse to cover the grant
451.
451 overage from the grant that we budget for. Can I get a second?
I'll second. Okay, whatever.
This time the second is by Rod. He beat you. Any
Oh,
discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Barring none, we'll do roll call. Zorn? Josh? Lauren?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
And Stephanie votes aye. Motion carried. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Next on the plan, we have 911.
I have nothing for 911.
Oh, you want to come over here? Have a seat, please.
Oh, it's RS 911.
RS 911. You want to zip over here? We'll grab another chair and we'll pull it over so you both can be on there. I heard so many good comments on the quality of our meetings now that we have it all with the microphones and the video. So I want to make sure that we
Realize them.
That's why I have nothing on 911. We did get back, we're supposed to sign this maintenance certification for 2025,
okay.
which we did, but somewhere it got lost in the shuffle, whether it was Bismarck or whatever. But anyway, that got signed by representatives that were to sign it. Jamie Tennyson, me, Sam, and the chairman of the board. But so we had Scott, I had Scott sign it. So I sent that in last week. So that's good now. So
Oh, good.
I don't know if Paul has anything to add about, we did get, can't remember if I said that, I didn't see it in the minutes, that we got a word back from that we didn't, our two projects didn't get picked. County
Yeah.
Road 2 project and County Road 8 didn't get picked in the
Yeah, the flexible transportation fund grants.
transportation
Yeah.
funds, but we're still in for the safety grants.
Yep. And I think I had submitted a special road fund for County 2 as well. Out to Red Willow. So there's still a couple irons in the fire there, but
What was the first grant again called?
the flexible transportation
Flexible.
fund. I did talk to the grant team at the Association of Counties conference, or Association of County Engineers Local Roads Conference, or the County Roads Conference, sorry. And there's so many projects that came in this year that there was like 1 in 10 got picked. I was 0 for 9 on my applications, but I guess one of our Grafton office had a couple that made it, and it's quite a few that didn't. And they said that the difference seemed to be that the ones that made it all had local match that they had committed. So I guess that didn't seem to matter the last round because Hannaford was 100% funded, but I guess in future rounds, since it's so competitive, that might be something to consider.
How much we got it allocated for that road? That we had $1 million
I don't know
set
if
aside.
it's- Yeah, I don't know if that's totally allocated. I think there was some, I don't have that.
Well, isn't it in our budget?
How much we have in that road account?
Well, no, for
It'd be
the
the prairie dog.
specified for,
Prairie dog funds and stuff, that's not in there.
Well, there's about three.
that County Road 9, is that it?
But there is a set
It's
of,
like 250.
We do
Or
have
2
funds set
million.
up to match
Right.
in order to help. So, I mean, so
Mhm.
maybe if
That's
that
what
will
we-
help,
Correct.
if that would help the next time we apply, stating that we do have already funds set aside to help out or to match if we
Yeah,
could,
but we still got that road just sitting there
50-50.
the way it is.
right?
It's not,
But we still have a couple of more grants or that we applied for that are waiting. They're
Right.
still pending, so.
Yep, and those are, the safety funds are 90-10, so there'd be a 10% cost share on that. And special road fund, I think is capped at 500,000. And that's 60-40, but it would be, the project cost would be over that anyway, so you'd be over the local match. So we'll see what happens there. Those awards usually come out in April and May.
Okay,
That road isn't all that bad for travel. I don't know if anybody could know that it's on the commission, but it's
It's usable.
it's definitely usable if you use common sense and slow down what the speed limit signs say.
Yeah, and you've got County 8 signed appropriately for,
Yeah,
it
that's the
warrants
one.
people.
I think that's what you meant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and County 2 is rough, but out to Red Willow, but it's passable. But both of them could use some help, but they're not, I guess I wouldn't call them a liability necessarily.
I was just saying, instead of going and fixing them this summer, if we need to spend all county money, I would just wait another round of grants because
I agree.
Right,
they're not travelable.
No.
right.
I
Well,
agree.
And you can, use your federal aid on both of those routes too. And borrow ahead on that. I'm not quite sure where we're at with balance on that. We'll have to bring that back to the next meeting.
Yeah, I don't think either of them are in such dire need that we need to
No.
rush to do it and not wait to
Exactly.
get assistance with it.
well, there's a lot of complaints on that Highway 9.
Right.
8, you mean?
The
The Bedford Road?
8.
8.
Hannaford or the McHenry Road, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, no, that one. Definitely could use some work.
Good.
Then the only other project update, I guess, would be that the contractor, I think Wayne made us said at the last meeting too, that they're starting the bridge, June 1st. And I think they're starting another bridge in Nelson County, here next week, starting demolition. And they'll be working on that in March. But I think the main reason they're holding off on starting this one is because the spawning restrictions don't allow them to work between April 15th and June 1st. So that's the update on that. And that'll be done this summer, the Decker Bridge.
That's been a 3-4 year process.
Yeah,
The Decker Bridge that's what's gonna be started in June.
Going on our
Okay.
4th year. And I
Yeah,
think
that's
that
the
was one of
only-
first things
that's the only
that was brought
project
up
we
to
we
us.
did
got planned.
voted on.
Yeah.
Have we thought any more on overseeing the roads, for the pipeline crew?
is that separate on the agenda or is that now?
Like, so I would know.
Sure.
Could talk about it now. Jamie's got some stuff too, so.
I just got an email back from
Or did you want to
Garrett.
grab a mic?
John
too?
on the
Yeah.
end, Jamie, I'm sorry.
I talked to Scott, I think it is, from Garrison on Friday to see if they had any changes that they were looking at on the agreement. They were supposed to get it to me this morning, but then I just talked to them or just have been emailing with them since the meeting started and they're not gonna get them to me until noon. So we'll have to look through them and figure out what we want to do. Maybe have a special meeting or maybe address it in 2 weeks. Wayne and I are gonna meet with the townships tonight at 7:30. And just going to present our agreement to them so they have something to work on. So the townships are protected as well. I know they said they met with the townships. last year at the annual meeting. But it didn't seem, and speaking with townships, it didn't seem like they really had anything in place. So they can piggyback on our haul road agreement too, if they want to.
Yeah, Jamie?
Yep.
Scott. Yeah, I looked through it this morning and read looks really good actually, what you put down and everything. Looks like to me that, we cover most of the bases I think we talked about before.
Well,
so.
it should protect us pretty well. It's a hybrid
Yep.
of about a half a dozen different
Yep.
haul road agreements. Paul took a look at it and made some changes that he thought were appropriate. The one thing we don't have in there that maybe we should put in there is a speed limit for the trucks. I never thought
Oh,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah, you're right.
Or we
Yeah.
can post it.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know if restricting the speed limit on the trucks really helps, because then you have a speed differential between that traffic and the rest. I think that causes more risk for crashes.
Okay.
And then, and then also like on pavement, the truck is on, if it's moving faster, it's on that section of pavement less time. So it's actually causing less damage. It does cause more damage starting and stopping, at the
Yeah.
beginning and end, but everywhere in between, it's actually
Less
causing
damage.
less damage to the road.
The higher speeds are.
Right. Because it's spending less time on it.
Is that the same with gravel then?
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
and it's worse on gravel as far as the starting and stopping. You'll have way more washboards and stuff.
Yeah.
Something that big, what is it? Is it still? I have no
Yeah, if it's not posted, it's 55.
5, yeah.
idea. Trucks.
Right, most of them are posted. Is the Sutton Road posted? It.
Trucks are 35, isn't it on
Only
Sutton
if it
Road?
says trucks 35 or loaded trucks 35.
Yeah.
or
Yeah, and
On some of ours, otherwise there's no speed limit sign except curves.
sure.
Do you want to keep that sign there now that we know that slowing down doesn't help any? Or do you want to leave it there?
I mean, it's if the most damage you're getting is at the starting and stopping, it doesn't hurt to have it, but
Okay.
it can be a safety concern. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are we thinking?
I think there's a-
ALJ oversee the,
That's up to you guys.
And then I guess I had some questions on the like pre and post haul inspections. On their map, they only had 1 mile of County 3 shown. I don't know if they're actually planning on, I would think that they would probably be hauling materials in and out on Highway 200 and coming all the way down 3.
That was my thought too, and I think that's what the map shows is only 1 mile of it.
Yeah,
I think we'll have to ask them that tonight, but Wayne, you had heard
Seems
that
to me
they're
that
gonna use the
they,
whole thing, right?
changed that and they wanted to use that 3.
yeah, the map they had attached only had 1 mile of it, but that seems unlikely that they would do that.
Yeah, it looks like they plan on coming up a township road 2 miles west of there.
Right.
And it
Yeah.
didn't make a whole lot of sense for them to be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're already figuring they're damaging that already, that they wouldn't want to be on the pavement, maybe it would save them money. Or if they're gonna do some pre-haul improvements on that, add some gravel to it before they haul on it. So it doesn't damage it as much, it might make sense, but it'd be worth clarifying.
Yeah, we'll find that out tonight.
And then, as far as the pre and post haul inspections and measurements on the gravel, do you guys want a quote from us just for the county roads, or do you want it broke out for the townships, or?
We'll see what the townships say tonight, but I think can you do it separate?
Yeah,
I mean,
we could
just,
break it up by
Yeah.
township and county.
yeah, I think that
each
probably would be okay.
separate.
I'm guessing the townships are gonna want that too.
So we were just figuring on doing 3 measurements, depth checks and widths per mile.
I think you ought to do cross section.
Well,
down to the
yeah,
ditch bottom.
I guess we do cross slope. I mean, we
I
just use a
think
smart
if,
level.
it would be my recommendation that we do them down to the toe of the unslope though, too. Just one more.
Yeah, I guess the main concern is the top width. So we measure the full graded width, the gravel width. And then we, do just 3 per mile. We'll do, 1 at center line or 1.
I know what you do, but my suggestion would be that we include
If we do that, we
cross
gotta bring a
section.
GPS out, and that would cost a lot more to survey it, because then we have to set control and.
Yeah, I know.
I guess we could use the GVRS, but that isn't as accurate. I don't know that you gain a lot of benefit from that. It would.
And we'd get,
cost.
you'd end up putting the road back into the shape that it is now. If
Yeah.
there was
I don't think they're gonna do any dirt work though. Like, I don't think they would, I don't think they would. I think to put the road back in shape, I think that they would put add surfacing. They wouldn't do any dirt work with it. That would be way too expensive that they would never do it. And they're not gonna damage it to the point where it would be.
from
You
what
wouldn't
I-
need to cut it down and everything else and rebuild it versus if
Yeah, I mean, they're
you're
not.
thinking they're just gonna probably put an inlay of gravel on there and get it to where it was.
Right, I guess that's what we've done on previous. Like when they did the wind towers in Steele County, a few, 10 years ago or so, we just measured the gravel thickness to and width to make sure that they had the same quantity of gravel before and after. So they had to add, if they had 24-foot wide of gravel, 3 inches thick at the start, and then they ended up with only, it was 26 feet wide when they were done and 2 inches thick. Well, then we had them add the gravel that was missing back on.
Well, it's not so bad.
So it's,
As long as it's back to where it was and it doesn't cause.
Well, you aren't gonna know if it's back to where it was, and if you don't know what the shape was before you started. And if it's like some of the roads we heard where they flatten it out or 40 feet wide where when it got muddy, they just bladed it off and kept driving. If you don't get that back into the shape, I'm just saying you could end up kind of the same way if we don't know what it looked like.
Well, that's what the roads were over there when we went. They were just bladed out and they were 2 feet lower and 5 feet wider.
Yeah, I've seen that before, even on projects that done in Griggs County.
Huh.
Paving projects, whatever, that with all that traffic, it pushed the road down and squeezed it out.
well, and it'll do that
So the
to some
shoulders
extent, but
or the slopes weren't the same as they were before.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the only thing I'm saying. We wouldn't know that unless we
Right.
had measurements, that's all.
I mean, it's a pipeline project, right? So I mean, it's.
But there's 1,000 loads a mile coming through.
Going in and 1,000 miles, or 1,000 loads coming out.
Yeah,
But I thought the loads were getting deposited in the corner of the field or something.
no, they're getting rid of them if they can. The farmers get first chance at them, and if farmer doesn't want them, they're getting rid of them. So,
Jim Anderson was on the Kensel Road and he saw that they were stockpiling something, it was probably the rock,
Mm-hmm.
on the corner off the road, but if they're gonna take this down through the field till they get to the road, but we saw roads.
Yeah, the roads were, well, they were showed us an intersection
Yeah,
and they said this was level and it was at least 2 feet lower on each side. And the roads are at least 3 to 4 foot wider. And there was no crown at all, or actually were dished in, if anything.
Huh.
So, and then we were talking about what they poured rock on and everything just to so they could keep going. And they just poured it on and bladed it out, poured it on, bladed it out, and then there's no ditches left.
So when you do a cross slope, could you just have a level and a tape measure to see what the bottom from the top to the bottom is?
well,
Well,
I mean, I guess
those roads are in the same shape over there right now. I mean, it's been warm, there's pretty good access to see what's going on over there right now. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go take a look at them.
Yeah. And like they said that when it rained over there, they just,
Yeah.
so they could keep going, they just bladed it off into the ditch and just kept going.
Geez.
Yeah, I think
Oh, we've
that-
got in our agreement, and we're gonna have to enforce this, we got the ability to close the roads off. And I think that's what we're gonna have to do is make sure that if it gets to be a position where the roads are gonna get damaged because of the moisture, we just close them off.
So we would halt their work for the day, be like, all right, you guys aren't working today, we're calling it for you.
Yeah, they're not hauling that day. They can work, but they can't haul that day.
Okay,
I don't know. I mean, that's what they do out west. They close roads.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think of that, Paul?
That makes sense.
When Wayne has the discretion to do that, I guess that's in that haul road agreement.
But I do agree with Lauren that we need to have the slope done because there's no slope there. It's the road. I mean,
Sounds like that.
yeah.
maybe you guys can drive over and take a gander.
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah.
should do that.
You got time.
I like
Yeah,
that
do
idea
that.
that Jamie had for that. It's easier to see it than,
Yeah, I just.
Can we have
I'm
them
not
pay for
understanding
the
scope of
engineering?
Project.
Yeah, they're paying for the engineering. That's not up to us.
They'll pay KLJ.
Yeah, that's an agreement.
Yeah, so if they have to, I mean, you know, if they're gonna, if it's not gonna cost the county to have the cross sectioning done, so we can get some idea what needs to be put back.
Well, and I mean, I guess. Yeah, we could have our surveyors do that. I mean, I guess for that, VRS is probably close enough where we don't have to set control. It might go. It might
No,
go-
you
might go
don't
quicker
even
than I
need
think.
that at all. It's just to see that that road is kind of in the same shape that it was before.
Yeah, no, that'll be cool. That'll work. Probably wouldn't take that much longer.
good.
You're thinking.
Yeah,
But I do agree that I think, like Jamie said, if a drive over, I think. I wouldn't have believed it unless I seen it, you know, to how
right.
roads are lowered and how much wider they are.
Hmm.
You know, you could come to where a road that they've run and then go over the intersection, then they've turned. And you look at the road, what it used to look like and how narrow it is, and then you come, you know, and it's just
Yeah,
down and wide and no ditches and. And like all the dirt, they sent all the contractors, because they don't consider, that was one thing they told us, Wayne, is that. They'll tell us on the loads that they're hauling,
hmm,
but they won't tell you about. Like a private contractors coming in and get the dirt. And they don't count that on their load count. So they said that, you know, they're telling you how many loads of gravel and how many loads of pipe are coming in. But they're not counting any loads of clay or anything that are coming out.
right.
And
Yeah, they wouldn't have a reason to.
so, and then they said those clay trucks are actually some of the worst, because they're private contractors.
Oh,
They said they'll load them
that.
things corner to corner, and they said they're dribbling clay and gravel and dirt and everything off and
Mm.
heavy, and so that's definitely something we want to watch.
Probably, shouldn't say it, but we probably got drivers there that aren't even. Are probably from another country.
No, I think we got. locals
That's
that
up
do
to
that
Amber
too.
though.
All right,
Well, they do that. I mean, saves money on, you get more
Trips.
loads. Save money on trips, especially if you're paying per load, so they're gonna stack it up.
And then Wayne and I have talked, and we are an 80,000 pound county, and I think that is something that needs to be signs put up anyway to all roads are 80,000, because I know they go in with triple trailers and triple trucks and want to load 105.5 and probably going out heavier than that, so.
I know when I was with the state, with the contractors' trucks and their drivers were all legitimate. But it was the privates that came in, and that was the ones I had to check to make sure they had licenses and they're running on, you know, legal weights and everything. The privates are the ones that are kind of on their own. I mean, they don't have anybody overseeing them. So to me, that's the ones that are probably the worst offenders.
Well, I think the most damage would probably come from, I know Gilbertson's. When I spoke with them, they said they were running those off-road trucks on the roads.
Mm.
So they were taking those big off-road mine trucks and working on the project and running them down the roads too. So
Oh, geez.
that was why I had that in an agreement. So they can use them, just not on the roads.
Yeah,
There again, that's what they were saying, is that when it would rain, instead of running a haul road in the field, they just move it right on to the main road.
oh,
So I mean, they obviously got a deadline and they're just working hard to keep moving ahead, but at the cost of the road.
gotcha. Yeah, I guess I hadn't misunderstood the situation, I guess.
So,
Well, we're just trying to keep you up.
Yeah.
well, and the thing with now is that they dribble all that clay and dirt on, and they're saying now the roads that they're even graveling, that all that black dirt just keeps working its way up. Number one, it's been pushed up because all the road's been pushed down,
Mhm.
and the black dirt's coming through, and then plus the clay and the black dirt that got dribbled on the road.
Mm.
And we drove on a couple roads that got some nice gravel and rock on it, but yet it was really slippery and slimy because all the dirt and everything was working its way up.
Yeah, we'll take a drive.
good. Good.
Thank you.
Amberlight's gonna need a scale.
Okay, anything else on the topics?
Maybe Amber wants to go with us.
But I think that
Just
it's
kidding.
something that we should look at and revisit next commission or next meeting. I think that it's.
Well, this is
something-
probably something that's gonna just have to be a perpetual topic. No one knows
Yeah,
it's done
you're-
because
you're
you're gonna
right.
be watching and see what's going on.
Yeah,
Kind of added on to the, as a every meeting.
yeah, I think. so.
Bullet.
I'd like to see KLJ be kind of in charge of making, checking of that somehow. Rather than, I don't want to be doing it. I don't think Jamie wants to be out there watching them, and Amber doesn't have time to be out there 24 hours a day watching them.
Well, I'll be watching them because they'll be coming right by my house.
Well, I realize that, but it's hard for you to enforce it.
Yeah, I'm not the enforcing body, so.
Just give him a badge.
Nope. Guys. Yeah, probably conflict there.
That's my recommendation anyhow, that we include KLJ as kind of in it.
Okay,
Okay,
anything else?
that's
That's it?
all.
That's all I got.
Well,
All
thank you, guys.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Larson, come join us down here.
I want to thank you, commissioners, for allowing me to speak today. I am Devon Larson and a citizen of Griggs County. And I have nothing to show you today. I have no proposal written up because I do not know how it'll be written. But I'll kind of go through what the idea that I'm working on. What I'm proposing is a petition in which we slightly change the way we vote for our county commissioners. Presently, when the commissioners come up for re-election, us voters are allowed only to vote for the candidates in our district. My proposal is that all the voters of Griggs County be allowed to vote for all the candidates for all the districts that are up for re-election. And that's simply what it is. I just want that everybody's allowed to vote for the commissioners, not just your district.
Okay.
Do you have any questions at this time for me?
No?
So your proposal isn't an at-large election, it's a by district election yet, but you just want an at-large voting.
I guess you'd call it that, yes,
Okay.
yes. But I don't know how that'll be written up. That's why I don't have a thing with me today.
That wouldn't be that difficult to draft that, but and Sam told me about this. I'm not sure if you can propose that by initiative or if the commission has to propose it, but I'll do a little research on that.
Okay,
Answer
yeah,
you guys.
okay. I know there's two ways I can do the proposal. One of them is that to have it written up and then collect enough legal signatures to have it placed on the ballot. And talking to Sam, the second choice would be to ask the commissioners to place it on the ballot. I'm
That's
aware
up-
of those two ideas.
And that's up to the commission to decide what you want to do. I mean, if you would decide that you want to put it on the ballot, then he doesn't need to go get signatures. I believe he's right, but I haven't researched it.
Okay,
But like I said, it's very simple. I mean, there's not much to it. It's just that I would like that change because over the years I've voted, I've always wondered, why can't I vote for all the commissioners and not just the one in my district? And I would like it changed because, I've been told, I don't know if it's correct or not, but we are one of two counties in the state that does it this way. Every other county, I'm understanding that all the voters vote for the commissioners.
That doesn't mean they're right.
No, that's true.
Well, that doesn't.
No,
We might be the right way to do it.
well, I myself
Just
would like to
because
see it changed.
I meant, just because every other one does it,
No.
doesn't mean it's
Right.
the correct way to do it.
Yeah,
I have heard other citizens mention that they like the districts because they think it's fair to, otherwise, if if you have it at large, you might have all city folk and nobody representing the country, you know,
Yeah.
or separate towns aren't being
Yeah.
represented. So I do like the district still, but people have also mentioned to me that they want to be able to vote on on whoever's
Yeah.
running. You know, no matter what district they're in, keep the districts and let them vote.
Oh, yeah.
I have heard that.
Commissioners represent the whole county, not just.
Right.
Right.
Well,
No.
they do, but they do kind of their area.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that, personally, I think that's the fair way to do it.
Well, I'm not proposing that change. I still like the idea that the candidates must be from a district.
Yep.
I do not want that changed. I just want that we vote for the commissioners. That's all I'm asking for a change. So is that understood?
Yep.
Okay,
We understand what you're asking for.
yeah, okay, but I just want to just make sure because there's always, you know, some misunderstanding sometimes. So
Right.
We might not agree with you, but
that is correct. Well, I have proposed this to other people in the county, several, and it's not 100% agreement with me. Some have told me that they like it the way it is, which, you know, but the majority that I've talked to kind of said, hey, I like to see that change. So I'm telling you, it's not just 100% for this proposal.
Right.
So the question today is whether you need to go get the signatures to put this on the ballot, or if the commissioners will allow you to skip that step, and we propose to be able to put that on the ballot, that we would allow that to be on the ballot without the
I
signatures.
think that's what he's asking.
Yep.
Yes.
Any discussion on that?
I'm for either one. I say, I mean, if he wants to go around and get signatures and he feels confident about it, you can go right ahead. So I'm not,
Well, I don't know,
I say
I don't know that
either-
we could stop him from doing that.
Yeah.
Right,
No.
right.
but either way, I mean, it's up to what the voters want.
Yeah.
It's out of
Well-
our hands, and if they want to change it, I say we let them vote or let him
Right.
go get signatures to put it on the ballot.
Well, one thing with this here, we're going around to get signatures, it's gonna cost me time
Yep.
as well as money.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm kind of asking that the commissioners would put it on the ballot for June.
I don't know if we can put it on the ballot just for the primaries, though, can we?
Yeah. Jamie? I think
Yeah,
we
I'm
can.
pretty sure I can put on June.
I think we can, because I think Sam mentioned it, that yes, we can put it on there.
Okay.
So then if it does pass, then in the November election, then I'm gonna say it did pass, then everybody would be able to vote for the commissioners that are up for reelection. That's
Oh.
correct?
I don't know that one.
I think it would be, if it passed the primaries, then wouldn't it just be able to?
Would it take effect immediately or would it?
I'd have to dig.
I don't
some
know.
research
I don't
on
know
that.
if it would take effect for this election or not.
All right.
There are more people that vote in the November election than in the primaries, so
Mhm.
it might be better to give people an opportunity to vote for it in the November election instead of the primary election, but that's up to you guys.
Would it be on both, or would it just be on one or the
Just
other?
be on one.
Just be on one? So the better of it would be to have it on November, since that is the higher voted
Correct.
election.
Yeah, there's better voter turnout in November, so I think that would probably be better. It'd probably get more response, but that's up to you guys to figure it out or decide what you want to do, I should say.
Do you guys want to table it and think about it and have a discussion whether you want him to take
Well,
votes?
and I don't
or-
think we can do anything until something's drafted either. So if you guys want me to draft something for the next meeting, I can.
Well, I think it's up to him to do it.
Well,
Well,
no.
I myself, I mean, I have no idea how to write one up, so
First-
I'd rather have Jamie do it.
Perhaps you
Well, I
both
mean,
could work together and
I
draft
could-
something.
Well, I can't, if he wants to do it himself, I can't draft the language because
Right.
I'm the state's attorney. So if you guys want to do it, sure, I can do it 100%. I mean, that's my job working for you guys, but I can't do it for Devon because
Oh.
don't work
I
for
think,
him.
Okay.
if you ask my opinion, I think that should be up to, he's bringing it up. I think he should be the one to bring it up and he should write the form, because I don't think I want to go along as a commission to put it on, that we do it. I think it's up to, if he wants to do it, I think he should be the one.
Is that a motion
will
that you
make that a
do
motion,
not,
yes.
you want? What is?
I
is
just
the
want us,
motion?
I don't want for the commission to bring it up.
The motion to have Devon gather his own signatures?
If whatever he wants to do, it's his idea, he can do it.
Okay,
Well, I mean, I don't think you need a motion, make a motion. If no one makes a motion, it just fails and it's up to Devon to do it.
That's
Um,
fine. If
we
need
do have a motion on the
I would
table,
make-
so we want to second it or we can let it dry.
I think we're,
I think, done.
Okay,
Let's do that. Go right ahead. Well, how many, so, okay. Do you have, I know it's represented on, so many signatures per election, everything. How would he get information to get how many signatures he needs and everything?
he's got to write that up. We don't.
Well, that information comes from Sam. I think, I mean, I can't write it, but when you get it done, Devon, I think I should look at it just to make sure that, I mean, we don't want something that there's a petition and signatures on, that's not gonna make sense for us either. So when you do draft it, I think you can send it to me. I can let you know if the language is correct. I just don't think I can draft it.
oh,
Okay. Who I've been thinking about having a thing written up for me is from Mayville. Name now.
Oh, we don't care.
No, I mean, he used to be on the water, with
Tom Moe,
Tom Moe. Yeah. To ask him if he would do that for me.
That's fine.
And then I would have to know, if it's gonna be on the June or the November.
well,
thing,
that's
because
up to
the
you,
Number of voters I need.
but that's up to you to, if you want it on the June ballot, that's up to you. I mean, if you want to get the signatures to put on the June ballot, that would be up to you.
I would like to have it on the June. I would.
Okay, then that would be up to you, which ballot you want it on. I mean, you have got to get the signatures and get it done. I think it's
Can
April
we-
1st or April 5th, but
Can the county commission set the date for the petition to be approved?
no, that's set by state statute.
It's any time?
No, it's set by state statute. So I think it's April 1st or April 5th, whenever we have to get our petitions in. I don't know what the
Okay,
date
I
is,
was
but
just-
it's
It's
set
the
by,
I just
same as
curious.
like us, right?
yeah.
I was just curious.
And then I have to present that and have it verified by a certain date also. I think it's April 1st or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's April 1st. Yeah, we'd have to be presented and with the signatures and they have to be verified, but it has to be done by April 1st, I believe.
sounds good.
And that's all I have today.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for coming and presenting that. And we got a game plan.
Okay. I was kind of hoping for better results, but no, but I'm planning on progressing or moving forward on this.
Okay.
Good.
So,
Can I ask a question?
sure.
Why are you taking your time to do this?
I don't know. I just, like I said, when I used to vote, I was wondering why I couldn't vote for all 5 commissioners, I'm just wondering why. I mean, because most times you guys represent all of us.
Well, in a sense.
Yes,
But
you
we
do.
do kind of represent an area,
Right.
and as that, those people are the ones that I answer to, is kind of from the northwest corner of the county, not somebody from Laverne or whatever.
Right.
But in the same token, people from all over in the area,
I get phone calls.
From-
all over.
Well,
yeah, I get phone calls from everybody, not just from my
Because you're a
district. or-
Commissioner, and you're.
Well, I
involved with the
understand
county,
that,
and
but I just mean,
Everyone has
Right.
the right to voice their opinion.
Yep,
Yeah,
Because they're
no,
all over.
I take calls from all districts. so.
yep. So,
well, as a commissioner, you take whoever calls.
Right, but I'm just saying, I'm not just my district.
yeah, we don't say you're not in my district, don't call me,
Well,
call
no.
Rod,
Yeah.
Nobody does
Oh,
that.
people are, they're gonna call you, our numbers are listed, they're gonna call us and they're gonna voice
Who-
their opinion, whether we represent their district or not,
Yep.
so. And that they have every right to do it because
Well,
at
that,
the end of the day, we make decisions for the whole county.
Yep.
Not just for that
Mhm.
district.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Our decision, each one of us, yeah, we represent our district, but at the same time, decisions we make affects the whole county.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why it's also important for everyone to be able to have a voice on that too.
Cause isn't that how the city is done on the,
I don't know when Cooperstone's done. Most counties are. Nelson County was done by district, but at large. And I think most of them are done now.
right, I think that's how the city is, that you represent a district, but then you this by large vote. So.
Well, thank you.
You bet.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
So,
Hey, Mr. Tennyson, I have a conference coming up. Fill us in.
Yeah, so I was been given a scholarship for the Association of Counties to attend the National Association of Counties conferences again this year. My plan is to attend the legislative conference, which is
My letter,
2 weeks, I think. Take off the 20th and come and leave again the 24th. I'm on the Rural and Ag Subcommittee, which meets at all the conferences. I don't make it to all the conferences, but and then we've got a monthly conference call between everybody. So I guess it's same as the North Dakota Association of Counties. It's a lobbyist group. I think it's good that we have some representation on the Rural and Ag Committee since that's where we're from. There's a commissioner from Munich or from Cavalier County that's on the committee as well. I think, and he's chair of a subcommittee now within that committee. And then I just found out that there's another commissioner from Stutsman County that is going to the meeting. He's not on the committee yet, but I'm guessing he'll try to get on there. So I think it's good to have representation. They lobby on behalf of rural areas and farmers. So I know we'll be talking to a bunch of legislators. We get a chance to go speak with our legislative body usually on Tuesday afternoon. So we'll see if we can go talk to them about some of the issues that we have. So I get, as I said, there's a scholarship from the Association of Counties. The Association of Counties pays half of it, up to $1,500 for the trip. It doesn't cost $3,000 for the whole trip. I think I did it last year on like $2,200 or $1,800. So I would ask that the county pay the other half of the trip if you would be so inclined. I think it's valuable to come back, always come back with something that is either a money saving situation for the county or keeps us out of trouble.
Yes.
And then you got, I know we've added money to your travel budget for something like that too, didn't we?
And I think there is some money in there too. Probably, it just depends on whether I go to the summer association or states attorneys conference in Bismarck. But it'll probably be closer, maybe a little over.
I mean, I don't see why not, and whatever overage we can figure something out.
I'm pretty I shouldn't say pretty conservative. I'm conservative on the trip. Last year I used my flight I had a flight credit, so I use that. I've got my room booked and the conference booked. The conference is by flight was like 470 or something like that, and the conference is 550. I'm staying off site to the conference hotel because it's way cheaper. I think my room is like $140 a night, like half mile away. So I'm trying to do it as efficiently as possible as well.
Staying at the venue is always an arm and a leg.
Yeah, it's like $300 a night at the venue. So I'm staying down the street in a hotel I've stayed at before for
And then-
conferences,
and
and
then
it's
you just
cheap.
rent a car down there when you're down there, or what do you do?
Walk or Uber.
Okay.
It's way cheaper to
Where-
either walk or Uber.
Where's the conference again?
It's at the Washington Hilton. So where Ronald Reagan was shot.
Oh, that is so cool. That is exciting.
That's where it's been all the time, but I'm staying up the street in DuPont Circle. Well, it's like, I haven't booked my room, but the room I look at is $140 a night.
Yeah, I'm very supportive of networking and conferences and everything. So yes, have fun, Jamie.
Thank you.
Do we have to make a motion or vote on
You make a
it?
motion, don't we?
Well,
Because
just,
they
He currently has
I've got
money in the
money in the
budget.
budget. I go over, I'll just come to you guys again, but I wanted your blessing so you guys know what's
Okay.
going on.
You got
Yep.
my blessing.
Thank you.
Yes,
Do what you gotta do, and if you need somebody, come talk to us.
the floodplain ordinance, is that also you?
Yeah, it is. So, I've been working on this for like a month and a half because it's kind of confusing. And I actually spoke with Tyler Spoomer, I believe his name is, from the state. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to adopt according to him, we don't have a floodplain ordinance right now. We don't do any zoning. So we don't need to do anything. I have a letter going that I've sent out to all the townships to make sure that they still don't have any independent zoning and they want the county to continue working on the floodplain stuff if stuff comes up. And I just sent that out early last week or late the week before. So if I hear back from the townships, we'll continue the way we are. I just have some forms to fill out, but you guys do not need to adopt anything. We could adopt an ordinance, but I guess in my thought that simpler is better, and I don't think we need to adopt it.
What is the flood ordinance for? What would be the
So-
benefit of it?
Explain that, Jamie, to him.
If we have zoning, we have to adopt a floodplain ordinance so people don't build on floodplains any longer.
Okay,
And it's actually so people can get flood insurance. But the way we stand, it appears that we won't have trouble with people getting flood insurance because we're not really on a floodplain other than a few areas down by the river. But we don't also have any zoning, so if we don't have any zoning, it's my understanding that we don't need to have an ordinance since we don't have any other zoning ordinances.
so will the people by the river, since we don't have it, will they be able to get?
They
Flood
should be
insurance?
okay yet, from my understanding.
Okay,
What was that, Jamie? I
They
missed
should
that.
they should be okay yet, from my understanding with Tyler. And I am going to double check with him on that because
Okay.
I want to make sure that that isn't going to cause an issue.
So
I stopped by the bank. I stopped by the bank the other day and they were quizzing me about that again.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, so I'll email Tyler to make sure on that, but my conversation with him, it was that we didn't need to do anything, that there's just a form I need to fill out. After I hear back from the townships that they don't want to take it up on their own.
so if we get the form signed, then we can show it to the whoever does the flood insurance. So they a proof of that, correct? Is that what we're trying to
I
get to?
believe so, right?
Okay.
okay. Anything else on that?
Nope.
Thank-
I'll let you guys, I guess I'll let you guys know what the townships say. I can't imagine that anybody's gonna want to take the work on their floods plain themselves, so I'm guessing I'm not gonna hear back from any townships. I've given them till the end of the month. We need to get this completed by March 31st, so we've got a lot of time yet.
Okay,
And then the only thing, Jamie, is that to get flood insurance, you need 30 days ahead of time to get flood insurance through FEMA.
Right.
Yep. So,
Yeah, so right now, as it stands, I don't think it's gonna impact anybody. So according to what Tyler had to tell me.
okay. Old courthouse, new courthouse. Nothing from you?
Nope,
I have,
this is just a bill.
okay. I have not, heard anything if it passed, I guess, from Wade. I'll have to reach out to him because the meeting was January 30th. It was just last week, but to see if the passing would be to update the registry. That they approved the registry being updated from 1973 to would be 2025. So that'd be good. Okay. I guess we're on to a future business. I have the road, what would you call that addition for the roads, the Garrison
I just say the pipeline project.
pipeline project will always be added.
Okay.
So we can always have a discussion about the roads. I think if we keep on top of it, I think it'll be,
Yeah, something that needs to be discussed every meeting.
Well, I just think that I don't know if anybody knew the size of the project really that was gonna impact those roads. Fortunately for us, Foster County was kind of the guinea pig.
Yep.
they've been wonderful to share information with us. That's great. I like seeing counties collaborate like that. Anything else for future business? All right. Looking for a,
that would be me.
Motion to adjourn by Scott,
I'll second that.
second by Rod. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Bar none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Meeting is complete at, what time are we?
27.
10:27. The next meeting is February 23rd at 9.